Nazi gold buried somewhere in Europe. Where would that be? Well, in the southwest corner of Poland, in land which once belonged to the Third Reich. A bunch of amateur explorers and treasure hunters say that they have found possibly up to 4 tons of SS Nazi gold. Now, if you're feeling like you've heard this story before, it's because this isn't the first time that there's been sensational claims made by amateur diggers about things that could be buried in the southwest of Poland, which, as I say, was once part of the Nazi Reich, and in the mountains there made a natural hiding place for SS ne'er-do-wells and bad actors to hide their stolen stuff. Not a lot of people know, for example, that the German army, and with it the SS, evacuated something like I think it was 40,000 tons, 40,000 trucks worth of stuff, or 40,000 train loads of stuff just from Warsaw alone. So think about the mass robbery and the scale of it. They had to hide it somewhere because as the war closed in, as the Red Army started surging towards Berlin, and as the Allies attacked from the west, they had to get their ill-gotten gains, truly ill-gotten gains somewhere. Well, in the grounds of an abandoned palace in southern Poland, a group of World War II treasure hunters say that they have found, they call themselves the Silesian Bridge Foundation, they have found, based on an old SS diary, a potential site where up to 4 tons of gold could be found. The actual palace itself apparently was used as a brothel, apparently, by Hitler's SS. So there you go. Just the master race yet again, being inhuman. So what they've done is they've done the usual ground sites, and one should take this with a little pinch of salt or with a pinch of earth because these kind of claims have been made before. But they are saying they're very confident that the georadar research that they've done is showing that there's something quite significantly there, and they're waiting for permission to raise the gold. Now, the foundation claims that the canister contains gold deposited at the Reich Bank in Breslau, which is now known as Wrocław, that was stolen by SS boss Heinrich Himmler in the last months of the war to fund the establishment of the Fourth Reich, which sounds crazy, knowing what we know, but that's what the Nazi senior generals thought. They actually thought that they could somehow negotiate with the Allies. These people are completely delusional, but of course they'd need some finances. So apparently a SS officer called von Stein hid this particular deposit, and they were going to use it for some purpose, which, frankly speaking, makes no sense whatsoever. So we will be keeping an eye on this. This is yet another sensational claim. Some of you may remember the claims of the gold train, which seemed to have disappeared. 4 tons of Nazi SS gold, that is really quite something, and we'll keep an eye on this story as it develops.